Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NAKD. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I'll let you this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Pretty rough day today with the price, just continuing to get pushed to the downside. And then all this was occurring on above average volume, not massive volume like it's had, in the past several weeks, but, definitely in the near term, higher volume than normal. But this is what also is now creating a pretty interesting setup going forward. In order to best show this, got to scrunch up the chart here a little bit. And this setup revolves around this area down here at essentially 12.5 cents. Why is 12.5 cents important and interesting? And this is also, I don't want to come across like any of what I'm about to talk about is some sort of great discovery or some sort of secret thing that nobody else has noticed. In fact, it's going to be quite the opposite, and I'll explain that more so here in just a second. But the key level being, like I said, 12.5 cents, because if you go back through the history of things, you can see that the price has quite a bit of history of bouncing right around that area. And then you fast forward to today, and once again, the price is right around that area. And I bring up that whole point about not being a secret discovery because I assure you, anybody that uses charts, understands charts, has taken notice of the same thing and is wondering the same thing. And that being, can this produce some area of support and then create a bounce? And when a lot of eyeballs are watching the same level and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want. It can produce some very dynamic price movements. And going into Friday, 12.5 cents is definitely that area right there. So again, not some sort of revolutionary discovery, but a very historic level that a lot of technical traders are going to be watching. So we'll see if the price can get some sort of bounce off of it. As of right now, you got to give credit where credit's due. There's some nice hammer candles forming down around here. Don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of work to be done, but it's looking like it's potentially stabilizing. So in the event there is some sort of bounce, so at this point I'll zoom back in here. But with any sort of bounce to the upside, first key level to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line right there, the 50-period moving average. And then if the price can get up through there, then you'll want to turn your attention to the 200-period moving average, that pink line right there. So keep an eye on those levels there, but definitely the key battleground is going to be that purple line. You can see the history of the chart right now. That level has really been struggling to get up above it. So keep an eye on that. All in all, though, interesting scenario going into Friday and the next week. So let's see if this level can produce the bounce or not. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.